Yeah, great. And to be honest, Mal didn't turn up, and I was kind of practicing on the board next to him, watching what he was doing. I'm a darts geek, so I like to keep an eye on what people are doing, and I could see what was happening. So I'm delighted about it. He didn't perform at all, but that's a debut at Ali Pali. That's what it does to you. So he wasn't comfortable up there, and I actually said after the second break, I said to him, relax, and I tried to actually coax him a bit, say just relax and enjoy it, and I actually said that to him. But I want to play good darts, and I want to beat someone that's playing good darts back at you when he's not playing his best. It's a kind of hollow win, but I'll take it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he was nervy at the start, but he grew into the game. He got better. And mentally for you, how is that? You don't get embroiled in the match, but you seem quite relaxed about it.
Yeah, and I think I had a plan. I've had a plan all week. I've probably had a plan for the last couple of months to try and get the crowd on my side, and it absolutely worked. What happened out there worked for me because the Scotland get battered thing was suppressed. It was coming from the back of the hall where they're not listening and they're not watching the darts. So I kind of managed to keep that calm. And first throw was a 180 and it just got people on my side. So I'm really happy that people are supporting me. There's a lot of support at the front there from English people, not Scottish fans. So it was great.
Daryl Gurney up next. He's not the best one he's ever been in, so he must really fancy chances against him.
Where's he from? I never. Daryl Gurney. Nah, he's a very good player. He's a major winner, and he's a Premier League player. So I know what you're saying about forum, but that's not got a bearing on that stage. Daryl could turn up and be amazing. So I need to be better tomorrow. I definitely need to be better.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Alan, congratulations. Did you get a warm feeling coming up Muswell Hill this morning after what happened last year?
I did. It's actually, I was talking when we were driving up, I was like, I'm not that excited yet, which is good because you're just relaxed about things. And then as I got closer to the venue, I was like, yeah, now we're here, now it's time to go. But it's a different feeling this year. There's more people here, it feels more relaxed from COVID from last year. So yeah, it was nice coming up the hill and being here for the first time again this year.
The run you had last year, is there a bigger weight of expectation on your shoulders to repeat that and go one better?
Yeah, I feel it from home. I feel it from Scotland and all the press stuff I've been doing and all the social media stuff, and I feel it. I feel people think I can do the same again, and Ali Pali's a big beast, and I think people maybe expect you to do the same again, but I'll go out tomorrow and try and beat Daryl, and then you're fighting for the same again. So I'm a strong character, so I'll try my hardest.
The run you had at the Grand Slam, how much confidence did you take from that heading in towards Ali Pali, because TV form is so important?
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things I've played in the Grand Slam because of the TV. The group stages were great, and you had more TV exposure, more TV stage time, and I think the more you play in them kind of things, the more that you'll be a better stage player. Playing on the Pro Tour is great, and everyone can play on the Pro Tour. It's ridiculous, as you know. But you need to bring a stage game, you need to find that stage game, and I think the Grand Slam done me the world good.
Over the last 2 years, the Alan Soutar journey, you keep on about the plan that you've got. Are you ahead of where you wanted to be when you first started drawing up this plan right now?
I don't know, what did I tell you?
Can you remember what you told us?
Yeah. Way above. I think way above. The initial thing was keeping the tour card, and then you think, wait a minute, you're close to the top 32 now. You could maybe get inside the elite of world darts, and I'm still a part-time dart player. Come on, I'll tell you this every single time. If I practice as much as these guys, I'm better than most of these guys.
Pleasure.
Suits your colleagues up at Dundee Kingsway Station or on Twitter, they're grafting today in the shift. But I believe that you've made a nice gesture towards them. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I paid for Christmas dinner today, so my shift are having Christmas dinner this afternoon. So it's not a token gesture. It's just a little thing that I'm not there. A lot of the time, and the guys cover for me. So my own shift have been watching at the Kingsway or having Christmas dinner today. So I really hope they got to sit and watch that and have the Christmas dinner. And I got a little bit on the stage at the end with Paulie and gave him a bit of a boost. So hopefully the guys got to see that today.
So the support from those guys in your work and also the guys back in Arbroath, how much of a lift is that giving you?
It's probably the most. They're my work colleagues. I'm not like most of the top 32. I've got a job, so they're my mates. They're my best mates, my work colleagues, my buddies that I do golf and whatever else with. So if they're involved in this journey, then I absolutely love that.
Alan, we know obviously about everything that goes on with your work. What is your kind of schedule for the next couple of weeks?
I'm here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can play tomorrow, that's great. And then the Fire Brigade actually gave me 4 days off, which is unheralded really for a sporting event, because they don't normally do that. But I think they get good media coverage and good press coverage, so I've got 4 days off. Regardless of the Daryl result, I'm going home on Monday and I'll be back at work on the 23rd. I'm working 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. That's my job.
Yeah. Going into that match against Daryl, some people are probably looking at you as a favourite or possibly beating Daryl. How do you react to that? And
do you know what? Don't write people off. Don't take guys from the top 32 and say they're not good enough to beat a guy from outside the top 32. I know I've had a good run recently, but Daryl's a class player and he's actually a really good guy as well. So there's a friendship thing there. I think he's a great guy, great player. So I'm going to go home tonight and have a bit of a practice and sort of tighten up maybe my scoring. My scoring was terrible there.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find the treble 20. So I need to do that tomorrow against Daryl, because you know what he's like on 180s, and if he's left on 32, I'm beat. So I need to be better tomorrow against Daryl.
You used to the cold up in Arbroath. What's it like down here in London?
By the way, honestly, it is very cold, and I know I watched Keane's game last night and I could see what he was mouthing, and I brought a t-shirt to wear underneath and thought, I'll be alright. And it is cold. It's cold outside. It's not the venue's problem. It's actually freezing in the UK. So it's just something that as a dart player, cold fingers are not a good scenario. So I think tomorrow we'll maybe have some mission hand warmers and get myself back in the game.
Cheers.
Yeah. So it's is it important for you to be the underdog in your mind? Is it to remain that person?
I don't know. I play it down all the time, as you know. I always say I'm doing this as a hobby, and I'm a part-time dart player. So I'd probably make myself an underdog, but I know I can beat these guys, and I know I can beat Daryl, but I need to get my best to beat Daryl. You know, I've beat him on the Pro Tour, but I was probably playing really good then in Milton Keynes, but now it's different, and I don't even know the averages from that game, but it wouldn't have been good. So I need to be a lot better against Daryl. I do like being under the radar, and I think people appreciate the sort of underdog route, and they call it the dark horse, and they've got their bets on, and their sort of fantasy league teams and that. So I'm quite happy to be in that and get some people points.
The reason I ask you that is unusual for you to say on television that you can win this tournament. Do you stand by that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say that about any of the guys who are here though, or any of the contestants who are here?
I don't think you can say it about any of the contestants. There's 96 players, well not now, but there was 96 players at the start of the tournament. There's not 96 players who can win this, but I think if you're in the top 40 in the Pro Tour, top 40 in the world, I think you can win this. You know, all you need to do is look at guys that have won Pro Tour events. They've beat the best players in the world to win that Pro Tour. So Keegan Brown, Josh Rock, there's guys that you don't automatically think of as the best players in the world, but they've won Pro Tours. So if you can win a Pro Tour, if you can go deep in tournaments, I fancy a run here. I fancy taking Daryl, so I'll try my best.
If you win $500,000, that's some party you can give your guys at work again.
No, I'll just get them cakes, 12 quid or something, you know, that'll be about it. But they're not getting any more. They've had Christmas dinner today, that's enough.
Okay, well done, thank you.